It comes down to one question. Will you survive high school?
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're recasting The Breakfast Club with today's actors.
I'm a bad person.
Hey, you should bring that chipper personality to college. Guys will love it.
Why are you here? You don't even have detention.
Oh, I know. I just like coming here to sketch people in crisis.
For this list, we'll be reimagining the classic movie with a modern cast. Who would you cast in this movie? Let us know in the comments. Cole Sprouse as John Bender. Sprouse would have no problem slipping into the shoes of John Bender, also known as the criminal.
3, 2, 1!
The character is rebellious and not afraid to talk back. Not to mention, he's a big part of why the kids end up bonding. If you think about it, Cole Sprouse already has much of the background he needs for this role. Sure, Bender doesn't go around solving mysteries and writing novels like Sprouse's character Jughead does on Riverdale.
It was midnight when my old friend Archie Andrews arrived at the one place in town that was still open. He was looking for the girl next door. Instead, he found me.
But they both come from rough circumstances and know what it means to struggle. The actor has come a long way since his The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody days, so this role would be perfect for him.
I didn't make this clock. Zack made it. And I made that.
The wheelbarrow?
Actually, it was supposed to be a birdhouse.
If it's a birdhouse, it gets an F. If it's a wheelbarrow, it's a C.
It's a wheelbarrow.
Pete Davidson as Carl Reed. The janitor, Carl Reed, strikes an interesting balance between the kids and Richard Vernon.
I am the eyes and ears of this institution, my friends. By the way, that clock's 20 minutes fast.
He doesn't let the teens mock him, yet at the same time, he also sees right through Vernon. And he manages that all while maintaining a cool and level-headed attitude.
See you next Saturday. Yeah.
Pete Davidson has repeatedly proven that he has the skills required to take on this role, thanks to his work on Saturday Night Live and The King of Staten Island, for instance. He has the energy and self-awareness the part requires, and there's no doubt he would make it fun.
Are you a weirdo?
Oh, the weirdest. Nobody's weirder than me.
We can't think of anyone more suited to be the eyes and ears of Shermer High School than Pete Davidson.
If anybody could do it, it's me.
KJ Apa as Andrew Clark. Who better than KJ Apa to bring varsity Letterman athlete Andrew Clark to life?
When all of us play a game, one game, to remind them that we are not animals, that we're men.
The actor has plenty of experience playing a layered jock, considering he brings Archie Andrews to life on Riverdale. Additionally, in The Last Summer, Apa was Griffin, a privileged kid who wanted a different future than the one his dad had planned for him. While it's not exactly the same thing, Andrew also struggles with getting his father's approval, and feels like he has no room to decide who he wants to be.
I won't tolerate any losers in this family. Your intensity is for shit! Win! Win! Win!
Like the other members of the Breakfast Club, we learn that life isn't as easy for Clark as it initially seems. Luckily, KJ Apa definitely has the range for the role.
You gonna be okay here?
I think I'll be fine, Jug.
YARA Shahidi as Claire Standish. Princess Claire Standish was originally brought to life by the queen of 80s movies, Molly Ringwald herself.
It's so absurd I have to be here on a Saturday.
The character gets detention after skipping class to shop, and is, at first glance, a typical popular and conceited teenager. Naturally, there's more to her than meets the eye, which becomes clear as she opens up about her home life and the peer pressure she's under at school.
I hate it. I hate having to go along with everything my friends say.
Actress YARA Shahidi is the perfect person for this part.
I'm kind of killing it around here despite what you obviously think.
Just look at her thoughtful portrayal of Zoe Johnson on Blackish and Grownish to see why. After all, Zoe and Claire are similar in more ways than one.
But the one thing I didn't know about college that I'd never admit to my dad or anybody else was that in all actuality, I would soon discover that I didn't know anything.
There's no doubt that Shahidi would deliver a well-rounded and multifaceted performance as the movie's princess. Eugene Levy as Richard Vernon. The cranky vice principal and man in charge of detention, Richard Vernon, is strict, power-hungry, and resentful of the teenagers under his supervision.
Don't mess with the bull, young man. You'll get the horns.
He constantly talks down to John and the rest of the gang, and is essentially the opposite of what an educator should be.
Get on your feet, pal. Let's find out how tough you are. I want to know right now how tough you are. Come on, I'll give you the first punch. Let's go.
Paul Gleason did a wonderful job embodying the character in the 1985 movie, and we think Eugene Levy could do the same today.
I'm really a nice guy. If I had friends, you could ask them.
The acting legend has proven himself time and time again, through wide-ranging roles in a plethora of projects from Splash to American Pie to Schitt's Creek.
Anyway, just keep that in mind and keep up the good work.
Levy has made it clear that there's no part he can't play, so we know he would be the ideal Richard Vernon. Zendaya as Allison Reynolds. Of all the kids in the Breakfast Club, Allison Reynolds is the most intriguing. She marches to the beat of her own drum and doesn't let societal expectations rule her life. Lovingly referred to as the basket case, she's a quirky and talented artist who comes off as somewhat eccentric.
You want to know what I did to get in here? Nothing. I didn't have anything better to do.
She doesn't say much, but her powerful silence makes her dialogue more impactful. Zendaya would do a flawless job because she has the versatility and talent to really understand Allison.
Probably stop staring before it gets creepy, though.
Too late. You guys are losers.
But then why do you sit with us?
Because I don't have any friends.
And though the end of the film sees the character undergo a makeover of sorts, we know Zendaya would ensure that she doesn't lose her spunk.
Open the door! Open the door! Open the door! Open the door! You did this to me!
But if she's unavailable, her Euphoria co-star, Hunter Schafer, would also be a great fit for the role.
It seems insane. Out of everyone in the world, I wanted to tell you. So I thought you'd be happy.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Dylan Minnette as Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson is the brain of the movie.
I'm in the physics club too. Excuse me a sec. What are you babbling about?
Well, what I had said was I'm in the math club, the Latin club, and the physics club.
He starts off reserved and is largely a rule follower. But while he seems like a model child, we slowly learn that it's never that simple. He opens up about the pressure he feels to excel academically and the harmful consequences of this on his mental health.
I can't have it. No, my parents can't have it.
So who would be the right choice to bring the character to life nowadays? Well, Dylan Minnette stands out amongst today's actors as someone who would do an exemplary job. The actor, best known as Clay Jensen on 13 Reasons Why, knows how to bring complex emotions to the fore.
For us, this class, this generation, high school actually is life or death.
So we think that he could seamlessly mix Brian's shy and intellectual energy with his heavier internal struggles. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.